Peppers are a popular crop that thrives in gardens, greenhouses, and even on balconies. Whether you are growing sweet peppers, juicy bell peppers, thick walnut peppers varieties, or spicy chili peppers, proper care is a key to a bountiful harvest. Peppers bear fruit from July to September, sometimes longer. To ensure they ripen and produce abundantly, follow the right techniques. Let's dive in. Peppers, whether sweet, bell, fig walnut, or chili, are heat-loving plants that need sun and warmth. The optimal daytime temperature for growth is 24 to 30 degrees Celsius, 75 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and 16 to 20 degrees Celsius, 61 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Chili peppers require slightly higher temperatures, ideally 26 to 32 degrees Celsius, 79 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, and 18 to 22 degrees Celsius, 64 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit at night, to develop intense flavor and color. Temperature conditions affect everything, so it's important to protect peppers from both cold and extreme heat. Low temperatures threaten peppers mainly in spring or fall, and sometimes even in summer. Below 15 degrees Celsius, 59 degrees Fahrenheit, growth slows, leaves may yellow or drop. Temperatures below 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, cause damage, and prolonged exposure below 5 degrees Celsius, 41 degrees Fahrenheit, can kill the plants. In greenhouses, close doors at night and regulate ventilation. For outdoor beds, protect peppers below 15 degrees Celsius, 59 degrees Fahrenheit with no woven fabric or plastic tunnel. I recommend using a thermometer that records minimum temperatures. Daytime temperatures above 32 degrees Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, or nighttime temperatures above 22 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit, stress peppers, significantly impacting their growth and yield. High temperatures cause flower drop and reduced fruit set by disrupting pollination. This is the most common and serious issue as it directly reduces yield. It affects all pepper types but is more pronounced in sweet peppers and bell peppers, which need stable conditions for fruit formation. Temperatures above 32 degrees Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit significantly affect fruit quality. Sweet peppers and bell peppers produce smaller, less juicy fruits with thinner walls. For chili peppers, high temperatures reduce fruit numbers but may increase capsaicin production, leading to spicier flavors. Heat impairs the plant's ability to absorb nutrients, especially calcium, which can lead to blossom and rot, where soft brown spots appear on fruit tips. Sunscald is caused by intense sunlight during high temperatures, resulting in light, white, or yellowish spots on sun-exposed fruits. These spots may become soft, sunken, or leathery, eventually turning brown or black. Sun-scalded fruits are more prone to gray mold, as damaged tissue becomes an entry point for pathogens. To protect peppers from heat, water them early in the morning with lukewarm water to avoid root shock. Mulch the soil to retain moisture and prevent root overheating. At temperatures above 32 degrees Celsius, 19 degrees Fahrenheit, use shade netting with 50 to 70% shading. Move potted peppers to partial shade. In enclosed spaces, ensure ventilation. Monitor temperatures with a thermometer that records maximum temperatures. Various pests can threaten peppers, so early identification and prevention are crucial. Aphids are among the most common pepper pests. They form dense colonies on the undersides of leaves, young shoots and flowers, sucking sap and transmitting viral diseases. Infestations cause leaves to curl, yellow, stunt growth, and deform fruits. Avoid excessive nitrogen fertilization and remove weeds where aphids may hide. Whiteflies are tiny sap-sucking insects found on the undersides of leaves. Their feeding causes leaves to yellow, curl, and drop, weakening plants and reducing fruit quality. They multiply quickly, especially in greenhouses. Use yellow sticky traps to catch adult whiteflies and ensure regular greenhouse ventilation for prevention. Spider mites are tiny insects that create fine webs on the undersides of leaves and around stems. Their feeding causes light spots on leaves, which yellow, wilt, and may drop. Spider mites also spread viruses and are problematic in greenhouses or hot, dry weather. They dislike moisture, so mulch the soil and ventilate greenhouses adequately. Thrips are small, slender, yellow to black insects that suck sap from leaves, flowers, and fruits, causing tiny silvery spots on leaves. They are major carriers of viral tomato spotted wilt. Thrips are common in greenhouses, where they multiply rapidly at 24 to 27 degrees Celsius, 75 to 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Use blue sticky traps for monitoring and control. For pest prevention, inspect plants regularly, ideally daily. Always check the undersides of leaves and fruits to catch pests early before they spread. Plant companion plants like marigolds or basil near peppers. Keep beds free of weeds and plant debris where gnats can hide and multiply. Encourage natural predators like ladybugs, lacewings, or birds by planting flowers and placing bird feeders in the garden. Ensure adequate spacing between plants at planting and prune regularly. Peppers are most commonly affected by viral or bacterial diseases, which show up on leaves or fruits. Bacterial leaf spot is a common disease in warm, humid weather. It appears as a small, water-soaked spots on leaves that darken, develop yellow halos, and may cause leaves to drop. Black, sunken spots appear on fruits. The bacteria spread through water or contaminated tools. Anthracnose caused by fungi primarily affects ripe fruits, especially in warm, humid conditions. Water-related brown to black spots with a gelatinous coating form on fruits, causing rot. The fungus spreads via rain, wind, or infected plant debris. Grey mold is common in greenhouses with high humidity. It appears as a grey, velvety coating on leaves, stems, or fruits, which rot and soften. The fungus spreads in humid environments, poor air circulation, or through mechanical plant damage. Other pepper diseases include tomato spot wilt virus, pepper mosaic virus, Phytophthora blight, which is also called pepper mildew. Grow peppers in sunny locations with adequate spacing, about 40 to 50 centimeters, 16 to 20 inches, depending on the variety. Respond quickly to infections. Regularly inspect plants, remove infected leaves or fruits, and dispose of them outside the compost. Avoid watering leaves and ensure good air circulation around plants. Learn more about disease protection in our other video. For peppers to bear fruit, flowers must be pollinated. Peppers have small, star-shaped flowers, usually white, sometimes with yellowish, greenish, or purplish hues. Flowers are 1 to 2 centimeters, 0.5 to 1 inch in diameter, with 5 to 6 petals arranged in a star shape, growing singly or in small clusters on the stem. Flowering begins about 6 to 8 weeks after planting, depending on conditions and pepper type. Early flowering is undesirable, and flowers are usually removed. Peppers are self-pollinating, meaning pollen from a flower's stamens can fertilize its stigma. A slight plant movement like wind is enough. Outdoors, cross-pollination by insects, mainly bees and bumblebees, increases fruit set. To support pollination in outdoor beds, plant pollinator-attracting flowers like marigolds, dill or lavender nearby. In enclosed spaces with limited wind or pollinator access, gently shake plants or hand pollinate. Flower drop is a common issue caused by multiple factors, particularly poor nutrition or temperature stress, but it can be prevented. Ensure adequate nutrients, especially potassium and phosphorus. Maintain consistent, balanced watering and mulch the soil. Prevent high temperatures, which can sterilize pollen by using shade netting. Peppers need consistent soil moisture and dislike waterlogging. My recommendations for watering peppers. Water in the morning, ideally with lukewarm rainwater. Avoid watering in direct sunlight or at night to ensure leaves dry quickly and reduce fungal disease risk. Water at the roots, not on the leaves, to prevent grain mold. Water regularly, less frequently but thoroughly. Adjust watering to conditions, more in heat and drought, less after rain. Drip irrigation is ideal for peppers, keeping soil moist without wetting leaves. For hand watering, use 2 to 4 liters, 0.5 to 1 gallon, per plant 2 to 5 times a week, depending on weather and growth stage, up to 4 times in hot weather. Watering needs vary by growth stage as each phase has different water requirements. After planting in beds during vegetative growth, water twice weekly about 1 to 2 liters, 0.25 to 0.5 gallons per plant to support leaf and stem growth. During flowering and fruit formation, increase to 3 to 4 times weekly, as water shortage causes flower drop and smaller fluids. During fruit ripening, reduce to 1 to 2 times weekly to enhance flavor intensity, but never let the soil dry out completely. And outdoor beds account for rainfall, especially with automated irrigation. In greenhouses or under roof overhangs, water more often, 3 to 4 times weekly with smaller amounts, about 1.5 to 3 liters, 0.4 to 0.48 gallons per plant. In balcony or terrace containers, water more frequently, ideally 1 to 2 times daily in heat, depending on container size, as potting soil dries out quickly. Check regularly for clear signs of water deficiency. Wilting leaves lose firmness and drop. Leaves may lose shine or start yellowing. If you insert a finger into the soil and it's dry to a depth of 3 to 5 centimeters, 1 to 2 inches, water immediately. I currently water by hand, which allows me to monitor plant health, detect infestations early, and perform basic care. Proper growing methods ensure strong plants, high-quality fruits, and easier care. Peppers are typically grown with 2 to 3 main shoots, and I grow them the same way, usually with 2 shoots. This directs energy to strong, productive branches. After planting, select 2 to 3 of the strongest shoots from the main stem and remove weaker ones to conserve energy. This improves air circulation and light access, reducing disease risk like grain mold and enhancing fruit quality. This growing method is complemented by additional techniques covered in our separate video. Peppers form robust bushes that require support to ensure stability, improve air circulation, and prevent breakage. Several methods are used. For row planting, horizontal strings are strengthened about 40 centimeters, 16 inches above the ground, tied to stakes at row ends. The Dutch system involves vertical strings hung from a ceiling or sturdy support tied to the main stem, allowing individual shoots to be trained upward. Basic support is a bamboo or other stake inserted near the root, with the main stem attached using a wire or clips. The downside is it doesn't fully protect against breakage. Mulching the soil under peppers improves growing conditions and simplifies care. A sufficient mulch layer retains soil moisture, protects against temperature fluctuations, and suppresses weeds. It also prevents fruit contact with soil, reducing rot and contamination. I recommend a 5 to 10 centimeters, 2 to 4 inches layer of compost, which naturally enriches the soil. Straw, hay, or other organic material works too. Black non-woven fabric can also be used to warm the soil and accelerate growth. Peppers are nutrient-demanding crops, requiring nitrogen for leaf growth, phosphorus for roots and flowers, and potassium for quality fruits. Calcium is also crucial. Avoid over-fertilizing with nitrogen, as it leads to excessive leaf growth at the expense of fruits and attracts pests. The goal when preparing beds before planting is to ensure sufficient nutrients in balanced NPK, nitrogen phosphorus potassium ratio. The optimal soil pH for peppers is 6 to 7. Soil too acidic, below 6, can limit nutrient uptake. I recommend applying a 5 to 10 cm, 2 to 4 inches layer of mature compost in spring, plus calcium. You can prepare the bed differently, but consider your preparation method when deciding how to fertilize during the season. If the bed is well prepared, fertilizing at planting isn't necessary. For poorer soils, add a balanced fertilizer with an NPK ratio of 10-10-10 or organic fertilizer like granulated manure. Avoid fertilizing if planting in a substrate that already contains nutrients. I don't fertilize at planting, relying on compost from bed preparation. About 2 to 3 weeks after planting, when plants have rooted, apply the first fertilization to support leaf growth and boost vitality and resilience. Use a fertilizer with higher nitrogen, such as NPK 1555, like compost, nettle slurry, granulated manure, poultry manure, or conventional nitrogen fertilizers. I don't fertilize at this stage, as my Nordic method relies on compost from bed preparation for nutrients. During flowering and fruiting, which is May to August, switch to a fertilizer higher in potassium and phosphorus, like NPK ratio 5-10-15. Potassium improves fruit quality, while phosphorus supports flowering and fruit set. Add calcium to prevent blossom and rot, if not applied during soil preparation. Look for fertilizers labeled for peppers or fruiting vegetables, often marked fruit and flower. Fertilize every 2 to 3 weeks until harvest, depending on plant condition. Avoid over-fertilization, which can cause flower drop or fruit deformities. For container growing, I use a gardening substrate with nutrients for the first few weeks. I start fertilizing about 4 weeks after planting, using mineral or universal organic fertilizers suitable for fruiting vegetables. Nutrient deficiencies appear on leaves and fruits, significantly affecting yield. Nitrogen deficiency causes yellowing older leaves and stunt growth. Phosphorus deficiency results in purple leaves and poor flowering common in thick-walled varieties. Potassium deficiency leads to brown leaf edges and bitter-tasting fruits. Calcium is essential for strong fruit balls. Its deficiency causes blossoms and rot. Magnesium is vital for photosynthesis. Its deficiency shows as yellow spots between leaves veins. Hi, I'm Markéta from Handilio, and I've been gardening for over 13 years. I share my experience in every video which Petr and I carefully prepare for you. With us, you'll grow your harvest effortlessly and without chemicals. No more trial and error, give it a try. Now you know how to take care for peppers. A common enemy of the peppers and other vegetables are ants. If you have them in your garden, watch our other video on how to get rid of ants and preferably without chemicals. So go check it out.